Hey, cuz, I'm gonna be back in town this weekend. It would be great to have a little cousin catch up over a bin brew. What do you say? Your mom told me you've been spending a little bit of time with someone, eh? Well, feel free to bring her along. Let me know. Alright, peace.
Alright. Everything looks like it's working as it should. Let me just fill up my cup. And then we'll get into this next bit. Alright, so last time we made our character, found out kind of what it was like to be part of the Dalish. And then let's see, we went on an adventure with our friend Tamlin. Apparently we got poisoned with some kind of sickness. Thus we were sent to obtain the cure from an order called the Grey Wardens. Unfortunately, that cure requires that we join them. So, with the whole with the full support of our clan, we are here to join the Grey Wardens. Whatever that entails. All we know so far is that there is apparently some kind of ritual that we need to perform, but we have till midnight to get that done. I guess, or until it turns dark. So we're just gonna walk around and gather whatever we can before we make our way into the camp proper. should be a good time. These are just soldiers. They don't have anything interesting to say. So, everything looted. Oh, we can go over here and talk to the tower guard, though.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
What is the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Why is the tower off limits exactly?
By orders of Tairn Loghain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
This is a pretty large ruin.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should go.
Make us speed your steps.
No, that'd be a funny idea. And play through like a game like this, and every time your character says I should go, you just take a drink. God, I wonder how far you could get in a day.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Wait, I don't have subtitles on? There we go. Okay, that's better. Yes, I am.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
We were told to find a Grey Warden named Alistair. So, I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Alright, so he'll be to the north. Where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about this place.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Loghain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The King has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Alright, the Circle of Magi is here?
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Okay. Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Loghain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Loghain wild, that does.
Is there anywhere I can get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Alright. Let's see. I want to ask you something else.
Go on then.
Nope. I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you then.
Friendly chap. Alright. So if we head this way, we'll be able to speak to this guy, the King's Guard.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Alright. Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
How should I know?
I thought Grey Wardens knew all about the Darkspawn. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I didn't know Kalen was married.
To the Teyrn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish.
Alright, a little bit of a, family dispute there.
Carefully, men. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. Oh, you're a sergeant, that's why.
Whoa, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Okay. Oh, there's men and women.
Let's get
Good to
started.
see that Ferelden's, you know, not lost in the times.
There are lots of Darkspawn of different colours. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a Genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Alright, alright. Good advice, good advice. The good old hit it till it dies. Kind of never fails.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
No, it's one of the priests. Think we'll just leave her alone. Actually, can you say anything interesting?
Before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked,
Nope.
and do not falter.
Just continues to religiously chant. Okay. I'm sure that's helpful for somebody.
Back last night. Barely.
What do you mean?
Only 2 of them made it, and one was minus a leg. Said they encountered some Darkspawn that was 10 feet tall, with horns as long as your arm. The injured one died last night. They said his blood was already turning black.
Maker's breath. Where are they all coming from?
Good question. Good to know, though. There's...
Nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of Natrek fishwives spreading gossip until you brown your small clothes out of terror? We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
Yep, not gonna comment on any of that. We'll find out if that's true later, I guess. Let's see. Oh, Loghain's guard. We've heard a little bit about Loghain, but we haven't actually seen the man.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Okay, so very important human. Is the Terran inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Loghain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Interesting. So the Terran's kind of running the show, even though the king, like, is the king. Or at least that's what it sounds like. I would like an audience with the Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty, nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
No, I didn't know that.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I see you're a Dalish. Marek knew a Dalish elf once. Never saw an equal with the bow before or since. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
The Dalish don't have kings.
And yet the fate of the Grey Wardens lies in his hands. Remember that.
I was just saying, he might be your king, but he's not my king. Alright. Duncan standing by his fire, keeping watch. As always. We're not gonna talk to Duncan just yet.
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Lord. Alright. Interesting. I guess he doesn't actually know who we are, so he just assumes we're important.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Okay, bye, Pick.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
I happen to be a Grey Warden human, not some servant.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I'll do my best. Lathias was a Clane tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath, to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Matthias then taught this to the clan, who made him their chieftain.
So you descended from the clan?
They were simply the first to be taught. Others were inspired by his death to follow his path.
How did he die?
Matthias's prowess earned him the love of Morgana, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skylla learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Matthias was grieved. He sent Morgana away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Matthias slew Morgana in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Matthias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
So he betrayed his wife and killed his lover?
He was a great man with great passions. Perhaps you'll hear a more inspiring version in a tavern someday.
Okay. So what does an Ash Warrior do, anyway?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? This is the second time we've heard of this. What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Okay. Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Right. I should go.
There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. Without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Will the dog be alright without it?
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Very well. I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Alright. Interesting, interesting. Where'd that elf run off to? He went this way, didn't he? Nick, where did you go? Huh. I guess he's gone for now. Want to see if we come across him later.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. For you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
No, I'm good. Let's see.
I'm sorry. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish. Goodbye. Okay, can't talk to mages. Got it, got it. What about you? Oh, you have a name.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
King Cailan thinks the battle will go well.
The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You've... Do you know much about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
We call it the Beyond, but I know of no connection.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What is the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
The Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I'll just kill every Darkspawn I see.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over the valiant King Cain.
No, okay. Well, probably.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Alright. What's up with you, Davith?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did. Yeah, maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare? No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We will see.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Alrighty. Well, that was one of the other recruits, apparently. Oh, look, a chest. It was open when I got here. Totally. That's how that worked. Right. What are you up to?
Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
Not entirely, no.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course. What may I assist you with?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sort of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye. That course of action is inadvisable.
Alright, not going in that chest. Let's head up this way. Finish exploring the camp.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes, so that...
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
There are Grey Wardens here, you know.
The Grey Wardens will die. The King will die. We'll all die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
Oh, someone!
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
Ooh, a female knight. Nice.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
You administer elves to blood. You administer blessings to elves, do you?
I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Yeah, we gotta say that. Does he destroy the homeland of those who will not?
I'll not discuss politics here. Take your hatred and be gone.
This is a valid question. Loot's first. Then we talk to more peoples.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
You've heard about me?
Not a great deal. We've been waiting for your arrival, though. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Maybe they need to start letting fewer humans in.
I did not mean to offend you. Clearly your skills have impressed Duncan. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Davith said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay, bye. Don't want to talk to me? Okay. What about you? You want to talk?
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
And I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Hey, don't get snappy with me, sir. If you weren't deserting, why were you sneaking around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when they arrested you? Or they didn't... Yeah, when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, well... Do you want the key or not?
You can kill him and take the key. Nah, better to have nothing to do with it.
Fine. Then leave me here to wither away.
lucky, dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is the prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Seems like a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He claims he wasn't deserting.
What a surprise. Another innocent prisoner. At any rate, it's not for me to say. He'll get his day to plead his case, or he won't. It's all the same to me.
He actually asked for some food and water.
Sure. You've got better things to do than
that's the
speaking to
wrong
prisoners,
button.
I hope.
That's the wrong
Don't
button.
expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Persuasive achievement unlocked.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Alright, that's all done. Now we can go and open this chest.
This should be easy enough.
Course of action is inadvisable.
Or we won't open that chest right now.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
How dare you address me so, human?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... it's simply been so hectic. I never thought... But please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Perhaps you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Alright, let me see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Oh, the Keeper's Ring. We'll put that on. We'll buy the health potion recipe, the lesser injury kit recipe. We have 12 lesser health potions. We'll go ahead and buy up what he has in those. And we'll get delirium potions as well. And then I think there's one other thing he has that we want, and that's going to be a backpack. The backpack will raise our max carry limit from 70 to 80. Other than that, I think we're pretty set. See, we'll buy some of the elf fruit too. A fruit and a couple flasks. How much gold do we have? We'll buy 30. Most vendors will have an unlimited amount of flasks to sell you. Lesser injury kits. How many of these do we have? 4? We'll go ahead and pick up these 3 while we're here. We have the money. We don't really need to spend the money on anything. Then we'll be sure to put that keeper's ring on. More dexterity means more damage out of our bow. Alright, do you have a helmet?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what you
know
have.
What you'd like.
Physical resistance. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that helmet. It's right here and we can go ahead and put it on while I feel like dealing with inventory. Alright. Now we're ready for a fight. We still haven't found the other Grey Warden that we were after. The one by the name of Alistair. But he's gotta be around here somewhere. Okay. Okay.
Hello. It really is good to see more elves here.
None of those people want to talk to. Oh! And would you look at that?
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Hey, who you calling a fool, fam?
One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
You are a very strange human.
You're not the first to tell me that. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Fear not, I am no mage.
Less being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit, the Dalish. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
What can you tell me about the joining?
Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Yes, I have.
I've only fought them once up close. And that was before the battles here started, which Duncan has kept me out of so far. Tell me, did you find them as monstrous as I did?
Hideous, dangerous, but killable.
You'll be at an advantage then. Most new recruits have never even seen Darkspawn. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Okay, back up. What is a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Okay, that's very interesting. I'm looking forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh, that's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Lead on? Wait. Aren't you the one that... Never mind. Okay.
As you wish.
Ooh. Some runes. Not half bad there. Duncan, I found Alistair.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now?
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
What do we need the Darkspawn blood for?
For the or joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Very well, and what is the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Alright, find the... Alright, find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright. I'm gonna drop a save. Checking to make sure everything's good. Still look like we're doing alright.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
I'm so glad I dropped that save, because the game crashed. Fantastic. Alright, there we go. After a little bit of work, I've managed to get the game to load in to the wilds correctly. And I've already dropped a save now that we are here. So that's it. We have about another hour left.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a Only one shall stand.
This should be easy enough.
Well, talk about a wolfy welcome. But we showed them who's boss.
On.
Letter to Jogby, the missionary.
over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try and bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
We're far from helpless here. We'll be fine.
I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Alright. Back to the grind. That would be one of those flowers, so we need it. This would be a fight. Oh, the music. It's okay. No, I'm close to leveling up again too. It's nice. We can continue going that way, or we can go this way. I think we have to do a bunch of running around in the forest anyway, so really doesn't matter super too much.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiends.
This should be easy enough.
We're just gonna loot up everything. Everything that's not bolted down. Is there any loots up here? Doesn't look like it. Where you at, Sam? There you go. Huh.
This should be easy.
Silver, they have the high ground. Alright, there's our level up.
More dying, blast you! Any last words?
Alright, this is going well.
Let's get started.
Good shit, Davith. Lopping off heads with some daggers. I like it. There's the path, we can go this way. Well, that's an alpha wolf. And then it's dead. Nicely done. Davith putting in work with them daggers. Yeah, they started him off with a bow, but he has the daggers equipped in his secondary slot. So much better with the daggers, actually. But then again, rogues are so much better, like, when you run around with daggers, you can, like, backstab motherfuckers, and it's crazy good. For now, we're just collecting the loots from various places. There's, like, a whole story that transpires in the wilds, but it's honestly not super important. But basically... Oh, 1 second. We're being attacked. Alistair, aren't you supposed to be warning us when there's darkspawn about? Can you say whatever they're coming? They won't take us by surprise? I mean, I heard them, but like... You could have said something. Maybe a voice line, or 2, or 10? Nah? Alright. Oh, right, we did get that level up. Oh. We'll do that after this fight. Block chests in this game also never have good loot. Just more shit. It's not good shit, particularly. So you don't really need to always have a rogue in your party. But I prefer to just have a rogue in my party. I prefer to play a rogue.
This should be easy enough.
Although the other playstyles are far more valid than playing with a bow. Let's see, we dealt with the ones up here. Oh, right, I need to level up. Let's see. Point into cunning and 2 more points into dexterity. We're also gonna get the 2nd level of combat mastery because I think we have all these skills. Yeah. So now we can get shattering shot or crippling shot. We'll get crippling shot. And that'll be that. We'll probably get shattering shot next. And then we'll go for aim. Aim is going to be good, but it's going to be good for us much later. When we really start building for crit. But right now, just as many arrows downrange as possible. That's what we want. And... right, we've already been over here. But I did not get this death root. I think there's a voice sign that triggers if we actually walk up under this.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Yeah, there we go. See, Alistair, you can have voice lines for that, but you can't have voice lines to tell us when we're getting ambushed. So why are you here again? Alright, let's move these around actually. Put that one there. This one like there. That one there. No. That. And that. There. Go there. Anyone else doesn't matter right now. This is a big ass trap. Right, you're gonna let me disarm the traps, game? Only some of them. Got it. Just not that one. Okay.
Let's get started.
It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me. Is that all you've got?
Alright, that went off without a hitch. Super glad we're playing on easy.
As you wish. Right.
Alright. I think we need to go back this way. There are a few things that we have missed. Well, not exactly missed, we just couldn't do them in one coherent walkthrough of this area. We needed to like pick up something. But I know it exists, so we will be obtaining all the loots.
On it.
Rummaging around in the rubble and you find Rigby's secret cache. Inside is a lockbox sealed with wax. Take lockbox. Alright. Did we find the thing for the trail signs yet? Yes, we did. Okay. So now we just have to run around and collect these trail signs. Kind of a pain in the ass to spot, because they're legitimately nothing. And some of them only exist after you touch other ones. But it is, I don't know, it's more money. And money is important. But this way next. In situations like this, Tab is your friend. That one hasn't appeared yet. A little bit of gold I missed. This one's not here yet either. The Jason trail signs though, they do show up on the map. But I pretty much know where they all are.
Looky here.
Pretty much. And for the longest time I didn't even know this was a thing.
Looky here.
Alright, now that we have those ones, we'll see if the other ones want to appear. That one by the trees there now. And then this one should be here. Yep.
Let's get started.
Now, in the interest of not backtracking, I will check the map and see if I've gotten all the ones that can be gotten. Does appear that I have. So now we can head this way. All right, there it is. This should be the last one.
What's this?
That's how you know you found all the adjacent trail signs. It'll pop up with a little quest marker. Can I disarm this trap now, game? Does the trap exist? No? Okay. The trap exists for me to walk into, but not to disarm. Okay. Okay.
Let's get started.
Davith with the juicy kill kill. Alright, once you have all the trail signs, and you deal with the ambush that's right there. Oh yeah, we already picked up the flower. You can come over this tree and open this cache. And it has a couple good things. Mostly it's just more money though. Alright. Now, if you loot this body, it will have a note and a pouch of ashes on it that will tell you to sprinkle the ashes on a bone pile. Or not a bone pile, but a pile of rocks. And it should summon a deity who will grant you a wish. So here we go. Wonder what we're gonna wish for.
Right.
Right. Okay. So not a wish.
Let's make this quick, shall we? A little frantic? I can see why.
I think we work well together.
He usually drops two things. Yep. Chainmail and the Enchanter's Footings or something like that. Good item. Be useful later though. Certain situations. I think it gives you like more fire damage or something like that. But only mages can use it. As none of us are casting Fireball on repeat, I'm gonna assume we're not mages. Always lovely when the game saves for us. No. Crippling shot. And then we're gonna... Alright. That fight went swimmingly. Super glad we're playing on easy because that fight's actually a challenge. But like I said, just trying to get through the story. Alright, we should be far enough that I can up the settings again. So everything stops looking like shit. No, not restore to default. Sweet juice. Did that restore everything to default? I certainly hope so. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What the what? There we go. That looks mildly better. Let's save right before we do this. And here we go.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Intruder, and just how are these your wild?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Elves are not frightened little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
Promise you won't harm us.
Very well. You have stirred my curiosity, so you have my promise.
I am... You can call me Theron.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer? You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Is this a joke?
If so, it seems the truthful rather than funny sort, no?
Great. She's a thieving, weird, talking, funny sort of witch.
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Tell us more about your mother first.
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you were here. Come, see for yourself.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
I want an honest answer. Are you a witch of the wilds?
Have I been dishonest? Some call us witches, yes, but purely out of superstition.
You know what the Circle of Magi is, don't you? The Circle requires an accounting of all mages. That is the law of the land and the Chantry.
If you wish to tell your chantry about me, go ahead. I have nothing to fear from priests.
Well, I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings,
No, the
Mother.
graphics are bad.
I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous.
Is that all? Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
How do you know all this?
Do I? Perhaps I am simply an old woman with a penchant for moldy parchments. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
And of course, it crashes. Okay. Okay. And there we go. Alright. We'll drop a save immediately. Now that all that's done. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna stop there and get these 2 uploaded. When we come back next time, we'll deliver these vials of blood and the treaties to Duncan, and then we'll see what is on about this joining, as apparently we were out all day and now it's nighttime. So the time grows ever closer. Yeah, we already saved, so alright, thanks for watching.